a day at a time. Let's create peace, a day at a time. Let's make world peace. Is this such a crime? Let's all be peace. It's about time. Peace comes from our hearts. It comes from our love. Being peace is an art. It moves like a dove. From where does peace come? It comes from inside. How does peace stay? Just keep it alive. Peace is our destiny, and love is our faith. Let's bring it on now. Let us not wait. War comes from fear, and fear is unreal. We want what breeds love. It's love that we feel. Let's learn from our youth. Peacemaking's an art. The time for wars past. Let's follow our hearts. Peace is our destiny, and love is our faith. Let's bring it on now. Let us not wait. Oh, let us not wait. Peace, our precious pearl, holding magical powers. The time is now here to make it Let's all make peace, a day at a time. Let's create peace, a day at a time. Let's make world peace. Is this such a crime? Let's all be peace. It's about time. Peace comes from our hearts. It comes from our love. Being peace is an art. It moves like a dove. From where does peace come? It comes from inside. How does peace stay? Just keep it alive. Peace is our destiny, and love is our faith. Let's bring it on now. Let us not wait. like a dove. From where does peace come? It comes from inside. How does peace stay? Just keep it alive. Peace is our destiny, and love is our faith. Let's bring it on now. Let us not wait. War comes from fear, and fear is unreal. What breeds love? It's love that we feel. Let's learn from our youth, peacemaking's an art. The time for wars past, let's follow our hearts. Peace is our destiny, and love is our faith. Let's bring it on now. Let us not wait. Oh, let us not wait. Peace is our precious pearl, holding magical powers. The time is now here to make it Let's all make peace a day at a time. Let's create peace a day at a time. Let's make world peace. Is this such a crime? Let's all be peace. It's about time. Peace comes from our hearts. It comes from our love. Being peace is an art. It moves like a dove. From where does peace come? It comes from inside. How does peace stay? Just keep it alive. Peace is our destiny, and love is our faith. Let's bring it on now. Let us not wait. War comes from fear, and fear is unreal. What breeds love? It's love that we feel. Let's learn from our youth, peacemaking an art. The time for wars past, let's follow our hearts. Peace is our destiny, and love is our
The signs that you just saw in some of that video footage, "May peace prevail on earth," comes to us from the World Peace Prayer Society. We're very fortunate right now to have Deborah Moldow, who is with us from the Peace Prayer Society, and Masami Kondo, who were kind enough to come into the studio and speak to us a few minutes about the mission of their society and what it means for us all in the name of peace. Thanks so much for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having us here.
Absolutely, sure. Deborah, would you please just tell us a little bit about the World Peace Prayer Society and your support of Danny Garcia's walk around the world?
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess I'll start with the background on the society.
Please.
So the World Peace Prayer Society was founded in 1955 by a Japanese philosopher looking for a universal prayer that everybody could say together. And these words came to him, "May peace prevail on earth," as something that is so universal, that represents our highest aspirations and can be said by people of all religions, all nationalities, all beliefs, even no beliefs. Anybody can say, "May peace
There's
prevail
no
on
one
earth."
that doesn't feel good and positive about that message, who doesn't in their hearts really want that to be the case.
Right. And like you said, it's a heart thing. It's about a resonance. There's a resonance to "May peace prevail on earth," whatever language you say it in, and it's been translated into probably almost every language on the planet.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Masami, what is your role with the Peace Prayer Society?
I help in promoting the project, such as through the Peace Bowl project.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, this is a little model, a desktop version of the Peace Bowl. A regular one is about 8 feet, and it's planted all over the world, almost in every country now. We're estimating about 100,000, all carrying the message, "May peace prevail on earth," in different languages.
Right.
So
I've seen those beautiful flags.
the poles.
Yes, poles.
Yes. So through these projects, we try to spread the word around.
And so how do you
And you mentioned the flags.
Yeah.
We also have a ceremony that people do where we pray for peace in every country of the world while we raise the flag.
Yeah. Sure.
And so you know. And I know Danny Garcia was tremendously touched by a T-shirt and sweatshirt design that we have with all the flags on it that says "May peace prevail on earth," and he's been our wonderful ambassador of "May peace prevail on earth," wearing this shirt on his walks and helping us to spread this very pure message wherever he goes.
Well, he's an ambassador for peace.
Exactly.
Wearing whatever he wears, and that he would be wearing something that is so clearly explicit of what the message is, that really it's appropriate for it to be near the heart, because this is something that brings us all together.
Yes.
No one can dispute the desire for peace that each one of us has. And this is why the work that both of you are doing and the World Peace Prayer Society is doing is so vitally important at this time more than ever before.
Thank you. I truly believe that we are entering a new age of peace. And as we all focus our energies toward peace, we help to bring that about. We help to make that manifest in the world. It's not just about, some people think, prayer, why are you praying? You should be doing something. But we believe that the first thing that has to happen is first we have to kind of tune to what we want. Once we are all attuned, then we can accomplish whatever we want in this world. We
Absolutely
can
true.
truly bring peace and harmony. Real peace is not just absence of conflict.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like we can't define health as being
Not being sick. Right.
In the same way, peace is not just not fighting.
Right.
It's a true and positive, affirmative state of being.
Even an active state. I think that's the new kind of holistic definition of peace that we want to put out there. That it's an active state of doing things to heal the earth, to help our children grow into the kind of, to make the kind of world that we all want to live in. Everybody wants it.
That's right. That's right. everybody. This is the thing.
That's what
There are
Danny,
some
that's what
kind of
Danny's
fun-
highlighting. Walking for children in
Walking
peace.
for children, exactly. And the kids aren't inhibited about letting everybody know how they feel.
Right, and they get
You
it
know?
instantly.
They get it instantly. They love them. They just
Yeah.
eat them up.
Right. And when we did the march that started from Times Square and went to the United Nations with Danny, there was a whole chorus full of young people singing about peace, and they carried the banner that said, "May peace prevail on earth."
And flags.
And we started at Times Square. The rally was set for 12 noon, and we have one initiative that we do is at 12 noon we stop every day and we say, "May peace prevail on earth," and take a moment of silent reflection or meditation to tune ourselves to the kind of world that we want. Whether someone wants to pray or to meditate, doesn't matter. The idea is that anyone can say this prayer as part of however they worship, however they tune to peace. And so 12 o'clock noon is a very special time to do that.
Deborah, I am very glad that you're saying that because this is a message that we can all sitting here broadcast to everyone who is watching this video, that wherever you live, any country, at noon, synchronize with us. Take a moment and reflect. Be quiet. Be simple. Be still. And pray in whatever way you'd like to. Quiet your mind in whatever way you'd like to. And know that at that moment, you are joining with us all in a moment of peace and love and connection to all humanity.
Beautiful. And then that light, that 12 noon, that light circles the globe as it becomes 12 o'clock in each country. And we have a special focus on the International Day of Peace, the third Tuesday in September, when children all over the world participated last year in taking a minute of silence in their classrooms and saying, "May peace prevail on earth."
And is that something that happens every September 3rd?
The third Tuesday in September.
Third Tuesday, okay.
And I know Danny's going to be back in New York then, and I'm sure that we'll have some special activities around the UN at that time also. So I would invite people to join in that, especially on the International Day of Peace. Why shouldn't we have an international holiday that celebrates peace?
We should have many of them.
We don't have any international holidays. You know, we have religious, every holiday is somebody's.
That's right.
But the International Day of Peace is for everybody.
It's for everyone.
And so 12 noon, we
Absolutely.
can plant that seed every day.
That's right. And that makes every day a holy day and a day of peace. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank
Really
you. Thank you,
much
Mitchell.
appreciated. Absolutely. Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
both
Can we
of
say
you.
it together?
Yes.
May
May
peace
prevail on earth.
Alan? And now I'd like to introduce you to the star of this show, Danny Garcia, the man who has already walked across the United States of America over 3,500 miles in the name of peace and for the sake of children everywhere, and is now embarking upon a walk across the world. Again, in the name of peace, world peace, peace in the heart of everyone. And with every step he takes, he is hoping to reach and praying to reach yet another human being in this grand, wonderful, and very important time of our all embracing peace together. Danny, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you. That was beautiful.
We are really glad, all of us, and I speak for humanity, that you are walking as you are and representing what you are.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mitch. I think that what's really important at this time from walking across the United States, that I think one of the most important things that I realize is that I'm not walking alone anymore. And
Yes, humanity is with you.
yeah, and I really need that. I think we need each other. And that's why I'm encouraging everyone to come and walk with me. If obviously you can't walk with me physically, many people won't be able to travel around the world, but you can travel with me in the Spirit of God, in the spirit of love, in the spirit of peace. And there is power and there's miracles when we do that together.
Absolutely.
And walls will come down, walls that people have held up through ignorance and a lack of knowledge. Those walls are going to come down. And you know what? We're going to be walking on water.
Already I feel like I'm walking on air. Well, we want to invite all of you to please join us in the spirit of this video as you watch the World Peace Prayer Society representatives Deborah Moldau and Masami Kondo, who you'll be spending a few minutes with, and then an interview with Danny Garcia for the cable television show that I host and produce called A Better World, aired in New York City and a few other places in the United States, where Danny speaks from his heart about his mission, about his values, about the hearts that he has reached of so many people all across this world. Then you will also have a chance to meet Ahmed Fatih of Lucarol, who has donated a very beautiful cross, which you will see first on this show, that will be given to England to commemorate the passing of Princess Diana. All of what you will see is truly in the name of peace and brotherhood, and to take care of our children, and to spread the word of peace and love throughout the world. So please stay tuned. I think you'll enjoy the show very much. Please know that you are participating simply through viewing the show. Thanks so much. Hello, this is Mitchell J. Rabin, psychotherapist, poet, educator, and host and producer of the cable TV show A Better World. We feel that at this point in time, humanity is really ready for its next step. We at A Better World feel that humanity is really ready to enter a state and an age of peace. Every single tradition from time immemorial has always spoken of the importance of peace, the importance of love, and the importance of truth. Whether it was Buddhist, Christian, Islamic, Jewish, Taoist, Shinto, every single tradition has always upheld the importance of feeling peace, cultivating peace in our hearts and in our lives, day to day. Well, I recently had Danny Garcia, an ex-Marine, American, on our show, and you will be seeing it later on here. This is a man who stands for peace and has committed his life to walking around the world in the name of peace and for the sake of children everywhere. Danny has made this commitment after having fought in Vietnam, after having seen people die right in front of his very eyes, unnecessarily. And when someone has an experience up front like that, it really transforms one's soul. So from that experience, and others like it, growing up in Spanish Harlem in the middle of New York City, and others, Danny has come to want to embrace the importance and to stand for the importance of peace and love and compassion, and has, as a result, taken on himself to walk day after day, week after week, and month after month across the world for you and for me. So you're watching this video, and you're getting this video is in support of this high ideal. As I said, this is a time for peace for us all, and it only starts at home. As the World Peace Prayer Society has urged us, and you'll be seeing them in just a few minutes as well, may peace prevail on earth. It's something that stirs in each of our hearts. It's something that we all really want. Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King led lives committed to the idea of nonviolence, of finding creative, imaginative solutions to the problems that we really do face as a humanity. All sorts of conflicts, we find that actually they can be resolved through reason and through the heart. And the heart reasons. So I invite you all, in your watching of this video, to partake in this walk and all it means to us all. Let it make a difference in your life so you can rise to the occasion of our next evolutionary stage of humanity, to be at peace, to reach a level of maturity, of allowing ourselves to collectively use our minds and hearts synchronistically to work together in harmony so we can finally create a world that we've all dreamed of, that in our private moments we have all wanted so deeply. It's what all of our great religions and wisdom teachings have always talked about. Now it's time not just to talk, now it's a time to walk. Please stay tuned for the next parts of this show. I think you'll enjoy them very much. And know, we really appreciate your support, and that means that your heart is with us every step of the way. God bless.
That's how it should start, with a smile.
Thanks for joining us. This is your host, Mitchell J. Rabin of the TV show A Better World. And we have Danny Garcia sitting in our studio with us to talk about his incredible life as a walker around the world for world peace and for children everywhere. Danny, we're so glad to have you with us here.
Thank you. Praise God.
Praise God, praise the Lord. Tell us a little bit about what we just saw. You have shown us such incredible footage of your walk across the United States from San Francisco to Tijuana and then on from there. What is it that struck you most about what it is you experienced out there?
I think what struck me most was how God sustained me from beginning to end. And it's not over yet.
It's not over. We see that for sure. That girl who came to you crying like that, that was so precious. You say that she also has her own television show in Tijuana for kids?
Yes, she does. And that's a great point to talk about. We didn't expect it was going to affect not just my life, but our lives. We thought it would just be the opposite from the interview. But she really made a big difference in the interview. It was real.
That was really a press conference, wasn't it?
It was a press conference, and she has her own television show. She's about 12 years old, and
can you imagine?
I think it was just in the process of talking about the walk, and she was visualizing and talking about a guy walking 50 miles a day for her and for other children is what set something off in her, and then it was a chain reaction, and all of us were crying.
You could see it, her face change when she started to hear in her own ear what she was saying, as you suggest, and all of a sudden, bam, she felt your love, and everything crumbled into the beautiful space of love and peace that your walk really symbolizes.
It just didn't become an interview anymore. It became something totally different. It was real. It was people dealing with the heart. And in fact, I invited her to come and join me on the walk that morning from Playas of Tijuana to San Diego.
Sure, we saw her beginning to walk. Well, she was running, actually. You were walking.
That's true. That's true.
Sure, absolutely. Another thing that really struck me, Danny, was the military support that you got along the way from the Marines and from the Navy and from police in Tijuana.
Right.
What's that about?
Well, I think it shows God's sovereignty and being able to provide and touch people's hearts to help somebody that really needed help. Because when you're walking, the distances of 3,000 miles and 50 miles a day, you need help. You need somebody that can help you with a place to sleep. You need some that can help you with food to eat, or even love, just comfort, being able to communicate with somebody, because you get so lonely sometimes that but through all of that, I mean, yes, the Marine Corps has been supported. Holiday Inn, Radisson Hotel, Best Western, Intercontinental. I mean, to start with $41 and then end up with over 200 sponsors. I mean, how can I say that that Danny did it? I really had to be God that did it.
Your walk is truly quite a story.
Thank you.
It really is.
Thank you.
That you're bringing the military in and getting this high level of support from the armed services. I would wager to even say that symbolically it shows that everyone has a heart, no matter where they're from, no matter what uniforms, whatever masks, persona people wear, that you have a way of reaching people where it counts, and everybody has a chance to show their most human face with you, and you reach them on that level.
I thank you again. I feel very humbled by what you say. It's very humbling to be able to walk that kind of a walk and meet the kind of people that you meet and ask for help. See, one of the things that I've learned and experienced is that it's so important to ask. Fear keeps us from asking for help.
Yeah.
We sometimes have false images or imaginations of what other people think. And the bottom line for me, that when I realized that I could not do this walk by myself, whether it was the pain or the distance or the lack, I really asked God for help. And I did it, in my own way, through prayer and speaking out. But it was also through reaching out to other people and saying to some of the sponsors, can you help me, because I'm doing this and I'm doing it for kids. And they were very open. They understood that it was for real, and it wasn't something that was artificial. It was real.
So you asked for support and you got it.
Yeah.
And it's also one of the things that you're bringing forth, I think, for everybody, if I may say, is a chance for even large corporations that have a bit of a faceless look, oftentimes, to show their humanity, because everybody loves kids, and truly everybody loves peace too. Right. And everybody wants to be part of that in one way or another. And in a sense, you could say you're providing a forum for that to happen, for everybody to show their hearty, loving, friendly nature. I like it.
I think that we all have a heart, and sometimes some of us bury the heart, maybe more so than others because of tragedies or pain. Mm-hmm. But it's there, and I think that I was studying or reading what love really is, that love is patient, love suffers long. Love is not boastful, but always seeks the benefit of the other person first, to be able to help somebody else first before you're thinking about yourself. And so I think that the reality of all of this was really as a result of me reaching out to wanting to do something for somebody else, that the blessings truly came in.
Sure.
If I were just thinking about myself, I don't think that anything like what has happened and is about to happen
would happen. It happened.
Because it changed people's lives. It changed my life. I mean, this walk across the United States and now the one that I'm going to do around the world, this has already changed my life, and is changing my life even greater. And you ever hear that saying that we're a product of our environment? So what I'm doing really is a product not just of what God is doing through me, but what you're doing through me. Do you know how much you excite me to want to walk more? Do you know that little girl, when I saw her crying and I was, trying to wipe away her tears? Her tears were so powerful. It only inspired me to walk more. When I saw the Marines join me, when I saw police officers join me, when I saw family members, and
it's beautiful.
I mean, it gives you a spirit. The core is what we call it in the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
And so there was a spirit there that was a spirit of of hope, of encouragement, of love, of we can do it kind of attitude. We can do it together, regardless of the problems that we're experiencing in our society, whether it's drugs, whether it's discrimination, whether we can overcome. And we can do it. We can make a difference. I don't have time to waste on what I didn't do. It's important now to focus on what I'm going to do today. I have no control.
What you are going to do.
Yes.
And that goes, if I can use the royal we, what we all haven't done. We're aware of what we haven't done, perhaps painfully. I think a point to kind of translate, if you will, what I'm gathering from you is that the gist of what is going on here with Danny walking across the world, and I will be joining you as man.
Yes. Walking?
Yes.
Oh,
You bet.
that's exciting. We will have fun.
What else will I do? Skip?
We will have fun.
We will have fun. We will wear thick socks, which is another question I want to ask you about. Is that it's up to us to develop a goal, to have a trajectory, and to go forward with it. We all know that there's tremendous suffering and misery in the world, and what we can do is either complain about that, or we can find solutions, come up with an affirmative action plan to stand for something meaningful, like we are doing so well, and aim and go. From that, the support will come.
When you were talking about that, it gave me a picture of Forrest Gump when he was walking and how people started to follow him and they didn't even know why.
Right.
They just followed him. And what I was reminding me now, when you have a purpose, like when I walked from Louisiana to Oklahoma,
Yes.
and there were 2,000 people that joined, it's not that anybody was following me. We were walking together.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody can't walk around the world like we're doing, right?
That's right.
But can't we walk together through our prayers, through
In
now we have
spirit.
through
In
the
spirit,
spirit,
really.
through the fact of email, and communicate with the whole world and let them know where we're at and what we're doing. See, this is why it's so important
Definitely.
that this message go out. This is a message right now for all of us, and I guess it's like a SOS, for all of you out there that are listening, that this is an opportunity that's knocking on your door. I don't care if you're a corporate leader. I don't care if you don't have a house to live in or whatever. It's an opportunity for all of us to work together for a common goal: peace and the children of our world. I've always heard, I've been with people like Pope John Paul and Prime Minister Shamir and a number of other dignitaries, over 400 of them, and all of them say that the children are the future of our world. If they're the future of our world, then why aren't we putting a priority on their lives? So I can't speak for you. I can't speak for anyone out there. I have to look at myself in the mirror every day, and I have to say to myself, what am I doing going to help? And so I've got to walk, because I know I can do that. So the question is, what can you do to help this cause and make a difference in the lives of children all over the world? And it's never been an issue of money for me, so that's not an excuse that we have. It's an issue of, where are you at right now, and what can you do to help keep the child and the children of our world alive? You see, the bottom line on this, if I don't get the help that I need, I can't walk. Eventually, I will die. And that's the same situation with the kids. If we don't do something to help them today, they're going to die.
On that note, let us encourage everyone to do your part along with us as we walk, as Danny stands and has stood for walking for peace and for children worldwide. Let us all gather together and make a difference in the world. The time is now. We're at the millennium. Let's really do it.
Thank you. That's good, Mike.
Great.
Yes.
Forward we go, huh?
Yeah, amen on that, because the only other way, you'd be going backwards, or you wouldn't be doing anything. And I don't want to exist, and I know you don't either. So I'm very honored and proud that you have been involved. You you've been very special in my life just in a short time. I feel like you're my brother. And I just want you to know that I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Now we'll go back to a couple other clips and let people take this with them wherever you go. And here you are, Danny, cutting the ribbon to the beginning of your walk around the country. What was going on there?
I was at Planet Hollywood, and that's where the kickoff was for the walk literally from San Francisco to Tijuana, Mexico.
Beautiful, beautiful. So you had a lot of support from people at that.
Well, at that particular time, it was the beginning of the kickoff, and we just started out with a few sponsors. Planet Hollywood was one of them, and the Marine Corps became another one.
The Marine Corps?
Yes.
That's quite an elevated sponsor, huh?
Yeah,
How did you get the Marine Corps behind you?
I think part of it was the fact that I'm a former Marine, and the fact that I was walking for Toys for Tots. So I think that when they realized that I needed help, they responded, and I needed help.
And they brought tanks out there and everything, huh?
Yes, yes. Eventually, through the walk, in one of the walks, there were 2 tanks that were involved.
That's incredibly powerful to think that you had the U.S. Marines behind you walking for peace.
Didn't think they were behind me. I think they were in front of me in many cases.
In support of you.
Yeah, they were really, they were very supportive throughout the walk across the United States, and it would have been extremely difficult to do it without them.
Mm.
Didn't think they were behind me. I think they were in front of me in many cases.
In support of you.
Yeah, they were really, they were very supportive throughout the walk across the United States, and it would have been extremely difficult to do it without them.
Mm.